freelancers, this is the fiber designer I hired. Her name is Katerina. This is the hold the whole population, in this thing just by videos and these things and creating terror. Why cannot we use technology for creating good in the world? So we should use all the means that are there available to us to spread the knowledge of Sri Vidya. How can you interact with these practices? How can you see for yourself and manifest the changes in your own life? So this is what Sri Vidya is all about. Okay, so yeah, mantra represents the sound form of the deity. These are different yantras. The first one is a Ganapati yantra, next one is Shyama and Varahi. These are also two forms of the goddess. Many forms of the goddess. And Tantra. So this is an example of what puja looks like. When you're using a yantra, there is at the top of the person, at the top is depicting the deity, and at the bottom this is like an aerial view. The bottom is the person who is actually doing the worship. Okay, and in the center you have the yantra. So the yantra actually acts like a mirror. So it's mirroring your actions. So the ultimate is that you realize your identity with the deity whom you are worshipping. So how that happens is through the yantra. Tantra is the practices themselves. How you combine the mantra and the yantra. All of these have been given in what are known as the Parashrama Kalpa Sutras, which is like the text for Sri Vidya. So these texts are, I think they are, what century? 4th century, something like that. These have been, all the things are given, but it's given in a coded manner. So even if a lay person just goes through the book, you will not understand it. The mantras are given, but it's again, everything is coded. So you have to decipher the code and then figure out what it is. And more often than not, you will not be able to get it. So although it is given, you still have to go through the proper channels of getting in touch with a person who is a guru and whom you can go to for guidance, for being able to understand what it is all about. So,
yeah, we can eat.
Before we get there, yeah. So this is an example of Tantra. Tantra in action. Okay. What is it that you see? You see a yantra that is drawn. This is a Sri yantra that is drawn on the floor. And you see a lot of people sitting all around. And the object of this group empowerment ritual is that all of us feel that we are one person. Right? So we look at ourselves and we say, I am different from you, you are different from her, and she is different from someone else. But to realize that we are all one, there are certain rituals that we do, and one of them is this kind of a ritual. We will be having such a ritual here also on, I think, March 3rd or something like that. Okay, so this is a positive example of Tantra. The Tantra has gotten a bad name simply because it has not been understood properly in the right manner. So both the West and the East, nobody is above above the law. So both have had their own interpretations and both are not correct. So the balanced view, what is Tantra? It creates a balance between everything. Okay, so
you don't know what the Western law.
Yeah. Eastern, it is connected with black magic, witchcraft, and always using the power of the mantras, using the power of these rituals to do harm to others. So that is why the power, the thing comes in, that you need the maturity to be able to handle these mantras. Right? So we know it is not the fault of the mantra. Right? It is not the fault of the nuclear bomb, or it is not the fault of the knife. Used in the right way, all of these have wondrous opportunities, wondrous benefits to mankind. But in the wrong hands, they are they don't benefit anybody. So that is why it has been kept secret, and that's it. But so this is like a place where all invoke all the powers within that yantra into ourselves, and we worship also the yantra that is there outside. So this is a positive way of the.
Yep. So let me get this straight. You're telling me I don't have to spend countless hours consolidating our company's financial data anymore?
Empowerment that happens in Tantra. So we tend to see only one aspect of it. When you take something out of context and try to explain it, it doesn't work. So it is a highly scientific approach and has very set guidelines, set ways of doing certain things. And when you do those things in the way that is prescribed, definitely you do see the results. Okay. So and in the days to come, you will be learning some very simple rituals, and we invite you to make use of those rituals. You set a sankalpa for yourself. Do that practice for 44 days, 45 days, and see how it can benefit you. Because only by experience will you be able to understand that yes, this has something. Right? So it is like an experiment, a scientific experiment. So you don't need to take anything at face value. You have to experiment and you have to do the thing for yourself, find out if it does work or not. Okay? So that is the beauty of this, in the sense that, questioning is not wrong. You need to question. You have to question, because if you don't question, then you are nowhere. By questioning, you are trying to understand. So you question things, you understand, and then you learn from that. And you get the benefits of doing whatever it is you learn. This is, yeah, sure. Yes.
Then I'm just curious, what is the history of moving from such a limited sexuality interpretation? Where does this?
Yes, there is a basis for that, but again, it was taught only to a very few at a very mature level. After they had reached, only then were they taught those practices. So till then, it was 99.9999% of the people were not taught the practices at all. But to a very few people who were deemed ready for such practices. Because the thing with Tantra is that you can get results like that. Right? So because of that, people misuse. So they use the mantras, use this thing and try to get, it's again all for personal benefit. But the moment you start using things for your own personal benefit and ignore the benefit of the universe, you are getting into trouble. When you did, you don't need to worry about that. As long as you are constantly working for the good of mankind, for everybody, then the whole universe is your playing ground. Then you are such a tiny part of it. You will be taken care of and never to worry about that. Okay. I don't know. Are you okay with the answer? Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is a picture of Guruji worshipping Amma. Okay. This is to show that the divinity is present not only in a metal yantra, not only in an idol, which is made maybe of marble, maybe of stone or something like that, but the real place where the goddess lives is within all of us. So she is the consciousness again that is present in us. And when we honor that consciousness, she is pleased.